so, or Voyager, thank you very much. The next evolution is this psychology class. And if you want to be certified as a Voyager counselor professionally to teach this and work with other people, that's what this program's also for. But I will tell you, and to me, life is, it's all psychology. It really, really is. And how do we take care of this? So I encourage you to think about it, okay? All right, enough of the pitch, all right? So let's go to the star that we are, okay? Because it's such a great day. So this is the reading we're going to do. Now, I don't know if some of you have cards or not, but if you don't have cards, I can pick cards for you. I mean, I have the whole deck here, obviously, and I can always do that. But I want to take you through this little reading. It's only a 3-card reading. It's very simple. Okay, so the first position in the reading using the cards, this is the Ace of Crystals. The Ace of Crystals called Brilliance. Brilliance. And this card tells us our brilliance. What is our genius? What is our magic? We all got magic. We all got genius. We come from genes. You know, we all got something totally unique and special. That's the star that we are. And to be the star that you are and declare it and show it to the world, like Leo, the lion, show it off. Don't just hold back. Declare it, because stars radiate. They project. Stars are not moons that are going to sit around and be a rock and reflect. Nice. Oh, hell no. We're going to put it out to the world who we are. Share our light, share our wisdom, you know, our light with the world. So the first thing to know is know your star. Know your brilliance, like the Ace of Crystals. Know your brilliance here, the Ace of Crystals. Know it. By the way, when Ken and I made the Voyager deck, which took 4 years, this particular card, the star card, FYI, we probably made in 2 hours. There are other cards in that deck that took 2 years. This was done, boom, 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 boom. It was like, whoa, it was like light speed. And sometimes that happens. But this is who we are. We're a star, we're a diamond. We literally are. I mean, come on. Let's face the fact here. So the first thing in your reading, our reading, is to know the star that you are. So what is your stardom? Okay. So how do we determine anything that's true for us holistically? That is the roadmap, the treasure map of Voyager. If you want to be successful, if you want to know anything, you have to go through, I believe this, or you're limited. You have to go through it holistically. Mind, heart, body, and spirit. Mind, heart, body, spirit. Mind, heart, body, spirit. Okay, those are the 4 suits of the deck. So if you want to know what your star is, your light. So that's the first thing we're getting to determine here, if you haven't already. It's like, so what kind of star am I? Holistically, do it this way. Number 1, in your heart, what feels to you like the star that you are? Don't think about it. Feel it. Feel about it. Because we're so mental that it's good to go to our heart. And what kind of light do I feel that I have? What kind of light would I love to be? What kind of star makes my heart pound and feel great? So I always go to the heart first, not brain first, heart first. And then, so after the heart, then we go to your brain, which means, what do you know? What are you knowledgeable about mentally? What do you know? Do I feel it? First of all, passion. Then we go to proficiency. What do I know? What does the mind know? And then we go to the body. What do we do? How can we perform this? I might know it, I might feel it, but do I do it? Because if you're not performing, not doing, not acting, that's what you need to work on. Who knows what it is? But if you know what you love, what you know, and what you do, and throw in the so-called spiritual dimension, which is the purpose, the purpose, the purpose, the purpose. Because the star is here to create life, share the light, enlighten the world, to enlighten the world. It's not a selfish thing. I mean, we're all created from the star and the sun. So it's about sharing your wisdom to enlighten and help other people create their lives. It's service, it's service, it's service. And that, by the way, is the card that we're going to get into with Kuan Yin, the star that's up here. This is all about sharing your light to enlighten others. And we'll get into that position in a moment here. So if you can answer those questions, my purpose, my passion, my proficiency, and my performance. It's my version of the P test. Okay, don't get weird about that. But I love the P words. I think you can remember P words. I love to remember stuff because when you age, sometimes memory gets a little bit weird, particularly with a chemo brain. So, you know, I like to have alliterations and things. So I can remember all those P words, passion. And if you could throw play in there, not only do I love this and I'm good at it, but I love playing at it. Oh my God, play, woo! That's even more better, obviously here. So ask yourself that, and maybe a lot of you already know this, but if you don't know your star, that's what you want to be seeking. That is the name of the game. That's the path that we're all on the path of enlightenment, to reclaim the star that we are. To claim the star that we are. So if you're not clear what your star purpose and path and all that is, start seeking that. And then once you get it, share it with the world. Share it with the world that's there. So I hope this is a little bit helpful to you. Now I'm gonna throw in one tricky thing here for you. This is an interesting one. I love to have fun with this stuff. I don't know how many of you were on my event call last month. It was about taste, an intuition taste thing. Taste, the power of taste, intuitive taste. Taste things intuitively to know. So for example, let's do this now. This is a cool little experiment. When you take, what food tastes great to you? What is just the greatest, tastiest, maybe healthiest, sweetest, or whatever food taste it might be? So when you right now taste that, when you taste that, what comes to you mentally or visually, what comes to you as your star? Because, oh, I love this taste, I love that food. So if you were going to live that taste in terms of your behavior in the world as a star, what would that be? What's the association you make with taste? And by the way, we're having a little contest here, number one. If anybody was in my last Taste Intuition event last month, Zoom thing, what's the taste that we came up for with Voyager? Does anybody remember our Voyager taste? And remember, somebody picked the surfer card, and out of the surfer card, we got a taste, a Voyager taste. Does anybody remember that? Because if you can remember our taste from last month, I'm going to give you the shirt. You're going to get the Voyager. You know, I love prizes. You're going to get this 88 shirt because you've been paying attention, and you need to be rewarded for this. Does anybody here unmute, raise your hand or whatever? Linda, can you see the whole group?
So there was a particular kind of, food that we picked out.
Yummy.
Let's see. Somebody said papaya. That was from the card. That was from one of the cards, but it's not the one that we actually chose for we picked a flavor for the Voyager, but that was a good.
Well, that was very good. That's my own personal thing, as I'm a papaya head.
Papaya. So thank you for that comment.
Who said that? That was really good. Who said that?
That was good. That was, who was that? Saudade Taxosi?
Yes, saudade.
Saudade, sorry, thank you.
That's okay, no problem.
Well, that's good. You win a shirt for that. That is a really good one.
Exciting.
Saudade, where are you from? Where do you live, Saudade?
Oh, I am in Florida, St. Petersburg.
Oh, St. Pete. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nice. But send me your mailing address and I'll get this shirt to you.
Incredible.
Right. Okay. Now, also, but who else knows the taste that we came up with? Oh, come on.
I do, I think.
Who?
I
Who's
believe
that?
I do.
Who's
Okay.
raise your hand so I can see. It's a big group here.
That's Cinnamon. Go ahead.
Okay, Cinnamon, what is it?
Saltwater taffy.
Saltwater taffy.
Yay!
That's the Voyager candy. And here you're going to get the saltwater taffy thing that I went out and bought right after our meeting. I went to some guy's, what's his guy's name? Dylan's Candy Bar. And I bought a bunch of saltwater taffy. So Cinnamon, you win this. What an incredible deal. This is really good stuff. Actually, I guess, I don't know, whatever. But Voyager is saltwater taffy. Now, when I think of saltwater taffy, what do I associate that with? Ooh, I do a salt, you know what? When I think of that, I think of surfing. And when I think of surfing, I think of ocean. And when I think of ocean, I think of waves. And when I think of waves, I think of exhilaration. I love that up and down in the ocean. Oh my gosh. And then what would you associate that with in terms of your life? Again, intuition is all about associations. And this is the association game, starting with a taste and layer it out and see what you get here. And one of these days, I'm going to teach an intuition course because that is by far the most fun of all the classes I ever teach. The most creative is intuition, because we can go so many ways with that one. So Cinnamon, you are a saltwater taffy
And
woman.
James, actually, in the chat box, I missed it just a second ago, but in the chat box, actually, Kendrika said saltwater candy as well.
Where is Kendrika? Raise your hand. Where is she?
Kendrika.
Wow. Wow. So, okay. So we have a couple people.
We actually have two people who did remember that.
Send me your mailing address, email me, or on Facebook or Voyager Tarot or whatever, jameswanlessoracle.com. You can always get me, jameswanlessoracle.com is the place to go to get a hold of me.
Well, we will definitely get that up to
And
Cinnamon.
I'll get you a prize. I would love to give out these star shirts. I just taught a star course to Japan a few weeks ago. And everybody who graduated from that star class that I gave them, I saw this shirt in a store window here in LA. I went and bought these shirts out. I bought out the store for these star shirts, and I'm wearing one now. They're all women's shirts, so they're a little bit tight, but that's okay. But if I had star shirts for everybody, this would be the gift, because these are way cool and so appropriate for today. Obviously, it's Star Day. It's a star day that's there. Okay. Questions or comments up to now, you guys? Anybody got something you want to say or a question you want to ask about at this point before we get into the reading?
If you do have a question or comment, go ahead and unmute yourself and just blurt it out.
Yeah, okay. So the first question is around the reading, unless I hear from somebody.
Okay, you're going to hear from someone. I want to tell you, James, that when I do my Voyager cards, it's like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And it's like I have my personal shrink right there telling me exactly what I need to do. And I am so thankful, and I tell everyone about it. Anyway, thank you for creating Voyager.
Well, maybe that is a cool way to pitch my Voyager class. It's your personal shrink. I think that is, but that is true. It's my personal shrink. It is. It really, really is. I mean, I especially love the negativity cards because we have all that stuff going through our brain, but this is positive psychology, transformative psychology. So we learn how to turn that around, from anger to motivation, from confusion to creativity, blah, blah, blah. And that's brilliant. I mean, this is such a no-brainer psychology, and it's fun. And it's fun. We are fundamentalists here in the Church of Wow. And I see Wowza is here, so that's good. We'll get into her work here. Say, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. This is a big group, you guys. I wish I can't even see everybody, but that's okay.
There is a
Yeah.
quick question from someone here. Lana was asking, can you just repeat what the 5 P's were again, your P words?
The P test.
Your P test.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one. Yeah, passion, proficiency, performance, purpose, play, and how about production? And how about perseverance? And how about, there's a lot of great P words out there, you know, but those would be some of them. And one day, maybe I'll make a P test deck, a deck of P test. Right now I'm making a sun deck. So these are kind of my sun cards. Every day I go out and take pictures either at dawn or at sunset of what the sun looks like to me. And then I'm making a deck out of that. So that's coming along, I guess, here at some point. I know it is actually. So anyway, thank you for that. That's good, the P test. All right. Can we move on now? We're ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, we're ready
Okay.
to roll.
All right. So for those of you who have
Love
the
you.
deck, for those of you who have the deck, from the entire deck, all mixed up, I want you to pick one card on. Okay, what I want you to do is just for now, even if you don't know for sure, I don't care. Claim the star that you are. This is how I am a star. Just know that at least right now, or maybe you know it for sure. Okay, if it's mind, heart, body, spirit, I know it in all those different ways, great. But just claim the star that you are for right now. And now from the entire deck, we're going to pick one card, the what about card. From the entire deck, this is going to be a reflection insight card. This reflection insight card, which is about what about is the question, the star that I am. Just what about my radiance? What about the star that I've claimed for myself? Just as a card for simple reflection. That's all. It's just more information, a new idea, perhaps. I don't think people quite understand. This is a great thinking tool. It's a great way of looking at something, perhaps in a very new and different way. Or it might totally confirm what you already know. Either way, you win. Either it's an affirmation or it's something new and innovative and like, wow, you know, either way, it's fantastic. A great reflection. That's why the tarot deck is often associated with the moon. The moon is reflective. So once we reflect on something, then we become the star. Then we're going to share that light with people. But I want everybody to pick one card to reflect upon the star that you see yourself as or taste yourself as here. So does anybody here not have a deck? I'll pick a card for everybody who doesn't have a deck. Can you raise your hand? Who is that? Who's that? Joyce? Joyce from Sacramento? Sort of? Yeah. Anybody else need a card? Annie? Okay. And who? Okay. For those of you who do not have a deck, I am your conduit. I'm going to be your channel. Hell, what the hell? I'm 88. And particularly you football players. I love it. Being a quarterback, it's all about distributing the ball. I'm distributing the cards here. So for those of you who don't have the cards, I'm going to pick one card for you guys. You star people, you stars. Okay. And this is my card for everybody who doesn't have it. Wow. This is a great card, you guys. Well, they're all great. Come on, get over it. This is the Empress. This is Mother Earth card. So for those of you who want to ask, so what about the star that I am? What does this card say? Wow. What would anybody say here? Anybody want to offer your insight into what the Empress card, Mother Earth, would say about the star that you are, that you've claimed as yourself? Does anybody have a nice little or any kind of insight want to share with us?
If you
Anybody?
do, go ahead and just unmute yourself and start talking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
And-
say nurturing an ability to feel like mothering, but not smothering.
Well, that's put an S in front of mother and you got smother.
No, but nurturing,
No, Mom, but nurture what? What are we nurturing here?
nurturing the growth and the star of the other person that we're interacting with.
Oh, that's beautiful. Not only nurturing your own light, feeding your own light, nurturing, taking care of it, protecting it and juicing it and all that, watering it, but then nurturing other people with it. Oh, Joey from Carmel Valley, you guys.
You know what? I moved back to Carmel, so not quite.
Well, she's in Carmel, California. If nobody's ever been there, it's one of the more beautiful places in the world. It's extraordinary. It's absolutely gorgeous there. But that's a beautiful, Joey, thank you for that. Absolutely true. Because this means do it. The Empress is a doer. I mean, this is the earth. This is not like an idea. It's not even a feeling. It's I'm being. I am being it. So this is showing your light, sharing your light here. So for those of you, take this as your advice. And this is why this is great psychology. If a card has great meaning for me, I don't just put it back in the deck. I put it out. I put it on my computer. I put it up on my wall. Or I take it to Kinko's or FedEx or whoever the hell they are now and get it blown up into a big version of the card, because we need to remember, to be reminded. This is mindfulness psychology, to remember who we are. Remember, and we forget because we're distracted by everything else that's going on in our lives here. Incredible there. Who else has got a particular card they want to talk about quickly?
Okay, we've got Teresa and Gail. Teresa?
Yeah. Teresa.
Mine is Kuan Yin is the card that I resonate to. And,
Is that all?
well, you know that about me. But the Empress feels good too, since I didn't have, yeah, that's beautiful. That just.
Oh, this is, by the way, Teresa Moore, who's an amazing human being who has sponsored a lot of my work. Here, Teresa, so good to see you. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that is great. But the star, which by the way is Kuan Yin, who is the star goddess of great service with her light to the world. So I would think you'd be feeling pretty good about that, Teresa.
Yeah, I love it. I took off my mother hat last month and went, okay, it's time.
You're no more mama. Yo.
No, but I put on the, what's this?
What is that?
The raptor mask.
Oh my God. Well, that's stars come in all different forms.
We're going to teach him behavior. Mental behavior.
Wow. Well, Teresa, that is wild. But let me ask this about our group. Did anybody pick a negative card here about it? Anybody get a negative card about your star? Here,
if you did get a negative card, go ahead and either raise your hand or just go ahead and unmute yourself and start talking.
Yeah.
I ended up getting oppression.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is that speaking?
It's Monica Vaughn.
Monica,
Okay.
thank you. I'm going to try to find you here and spotlight you here. So Monica got some oppression, James.
Oppression, yep, the 5 of Wands.
So what did you make out of that?
Well, my thoughts on that was, am I supporting oppression that is happening in what I service for others? That's how I saw it. I did not see it negatively, but at the same time,
Right.
oppression is quite negative.
Yeah, I mean, oppression means your light is not coming out. It's kind of like what we do is we limit ourselves, we oppress ourselves, we don't share our light fully with the world or be the light. So
Right.
when I love what you just said. If I get that card, it means break free, come out, free yourself. But the important thing is to realize what's holding you back. What is oppressing you? Because this is action. I mean, this is not psychology that's just to think about stuff. This is about thinking it and feeling it and seeing it and doing it. This is an activist psychology. This is a results-based psychology. So it would be like, what's your action if you were in one of my coaching classes? So what's your action? What do you need to break free? What's holding you back? And how would you break out of that limitation that's holding you back? That would be your homework. That to me is your action. I thank you for that.
Thank
I
you.
love these so-called negative cards. Did anybody else pick a so-called negative card here?
Yes.
Oh, Marcel, did Marcel?
Yes,
What did you get, Marcel?
9 of crystals.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're so narrow, Marcel. He got the 9 of crystals, which is called narrowness. Which is narrow-minded. Oh, here it is. This is a cool card. I mean, I love all these cards, of course. Well, duh, but here it is. Narrowness. This is cave thinking, head in the sand. I don't want to know. I don't want to see. This is number 9, the hermit card. A lot of hermits live alone because they can't deal with the world. So I'll just stay alone, go homeless or whatever, put my head in the sand and die. You know, that's a real extreme form of narrow-mindedness. But what did you make out of this, Marcel? Here.
Well, certainly kind of locked in. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But this is also the greatest card in Voyager of focus.
Yeah.
Narrowing the mind and staying focused on, in this case, on my starlight, and focused on how to share my light with the world.
Yeah.
So Marcel, are you very active on Zoom or on internet now with your work?
Beginning with all these things. Yeah.
Okay, Marcel. To me, that would be your homework. That would be your action to get out of the cave, because you're brilliant and you're wonderful and you're a cool guy. And we're friends, right? You're a Voyager.
Yes.
Straight from Amsterdam. Amsterdam should be a country by itself, I think, frankly. It's one of the greatest cities ever in the world. But to get out of your box, to get out of your cave and share it on the internet would be super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Maybe we should do a Voyager thing on the internet with Ninka. Yeah,
be
we
nice.
could do that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do
that. I love that.
all right. Ninka is from Amsterdam as well.
Yeah.
So let's do that, you guys.
Yeah, let's set that up.
We
All right,
will
we're
connect
on.
up. We will connect up. Ninka, it's great to see you. And I just wanted to say, Ninka does a thing called soul touching, which is really amazing. So it would be really
Yeah.
great to connect up with everybody. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh God, this would be so much fun.
It
Okay.
is. Cool.
So
Yeah.
because we're a big group and I want to move on and not spend
Yeah,
forever
sure.
here. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. We'll do that. We'll stay in touch. The next thing is in the star reading. Is this, oh no, here it is, the star. Yeah, okay. The next one is once you know your light or think you know it or trying to be the light or whatever on the path of light, the enlightenment path here. Then we go to the star, which is the Kuan Yin radiating, projecting your light to the world, sharing it in service to the world, to enlighten the world, to enlighten others, to wake them up, to share your wisdom with them, to bring them juice, to bring them energy and inner chi. You know, and it's like, come on, get it out, share it, share it, share it. One way or the other is this Kuan Yin light that's here. So what I want you to do now is pick another card. I mean, that's what we do here. But what I want you to do, for those of you who have the deck, is I want you to pull out from the entire deck the Wands card, the suit of wands. Now, there's 4 suits, and so I want you to do that now, because we're going to pick one card from the wand suit, just the wands. You know, Voyager has got 4 suits of cards, like most tarot decks. Each suit has 14 cards, and that's a roadmap. Those 14 cards give you the roadmap to whatever it might be about. In the case of wands, which is the suit of light, it's about your enlightenment process, how to become more enlightened, the star that you are, and share that light. Light doesn't like to stay in a dark cave, doesn't like to be oppressed. It likes to come out and share. And so the wand is kind of like this priestess candle here. sharing her light and being a window of light to others that are here. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. I love this card. Here, priestess card. But these are also, the wands card are the magic wand of light. So these are the cards of enlightenment. So I want you to pick one card from these 14. This is the ace through 10 and the child through sages of wands, the wands cards, 14, roadmap to enlightenment, spiritual path, if you will. I want you to pick one card on, and the question this time is, question is everything in this process, is how to share your light, how to share your light, and pick one card on how to do that. What kind of, what's your attitude? What's your enlightenment? I call it lightitude, your lightitude. There's attitude, there's artitude, and there's lightitude. Lightitude is what's the disposition to take in life, which these cards are indicating, to share your light. It's their attitude cards, their lightitude. I love that. So pick one card for how to share your light more effectively than you probably are now. Or you might just get a confirmation of what you're doing. Either way, it's great. Either way. Now, for those of you who don't have your deck, which I can't imagine living without. Oh, by the way, let's sell decks. Yeah. By the way, I have decks. And by the way, BTW, if you ever order a deck from me, oh God, there's Caroline France in here. Caroline is also from Netherlands. Hi, Caroline. Wow, this is incredible. This is a reunion. This is a Dutch reunion, you guys, but in any event, where was I? Yeah, so those of you, I'm gonna pick one card for those of you who do not have the wands card. So this is lightitude. What attitude to take towards sharing your light? How to, it's a how-to question here. Question is everything. Question is God and goddess. I mean, so many people do tarot and they have, just give me a message. Well, that's okay, but come on. Get a little bit more sophisticated than that. Come on. The question rules. It rules the agenda, the quest, and the question here. So for those of you who don't have the deck, I'm picking a card. I just picked a card. Let me look at it first. Oh! But remember, it's from the compassion deck. Excuse me, it's from the wands cards, the 14 wands cards. And I just got the card of compassion. Another 3 card. I got the 3 of worlds nurturing, or the Empress card 3, and now I get the 3 of wands, compassion, the Buddha gold hand of compassion. And I love the Curlian photograph, aura photograph of a very famous healer. Doing it the wrong way down in this corner of the card. But in any event, what would you guys say if you get compassion as your card of how to share your light? How would you interpret that? How would you read that? I wonder. Does anybody have any insight into that for you?
I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
Hi, James.
Yeah.
Joyce from Seattle.
Oh, Joyce in
From
Seattle.
Seattle. Yes. Here I am.
Okay, I'm looking for you.
I'm around.
Okay. All right. You live in Seattle now. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Not Sacramento.
Okay.
But you're close. It's an S.
It's
town.
an S word. It's an S word. Okay. Yeah, Joyce from Seattle.
Yeah. So that, especially going with the first card, the Empress.
Yep.
Is I just want to comment on that because I didn't get a chance.
Sure.
To. The Empress is like the container of all wisdom.
Yes.
And her position is to maintain grounding and be able to share that wisdom from a very compassionate place, as this card is.
Right.
I have a mantra that I just learned for myself that works.
Okay.
And it is, be kind, be thoughtful, no matter what.
Be kind, be thoughtful, no matter what.
No matter what.
I like that.
And
No
that
matter
is
what.
about being compassionate and when you suffer affronts to you or hurts, to not delve into those, but to rise above it and be kind and thoughtful no matter what.
No matter
Be
what. That is,
compassionate,
yeah.
be empathic, and use the
Right.
wisdom of the Empress to rise above petty affronts, petty hurts, silly things. Right?
Yeah, right. You very well said. And I love what Joyce is saying, is she's hooking together. And what I love about readings is seeing patterns. So she's putting together the number 3 Empress and one of her qualities, the number 3 of Wands, compassion. And when you start to see the patterns or how the cards hook together, you have a whole new message here. And the best readers and the best interpreters of the deck are people who can see the connections, because it's a map. And in the map, everything's connected to everything. So the more you can see that, the more cooler, the more insightful, the more powerful the reading will have for you. So Joyce, but I would just ask you that. So when you say compassion, is it compassion for, okay, everything and all life, but especially compassion for yourself? A lot of times people think compassion is always for others. Fine, great, no matter what. But also compassion for your own starlight, compassion for you, and compassion for others. So a lot of times people are very tough on themselves. And I think that's, you know, that's not, this is unconditional compassion, I think, is what you're talking about, Joyce.
I get
For self and others and all life that's here. God, because I get so angry when I see stuff happening. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I live in LA, in a part of LA that I think that is a homeless area. It's unhoused. And I look at that and I go, oh my God. And I could either get very angry. This sucks. This is a garbage dump. Why don't we do, and or, oh man, these guys have issues. Mostly they have mental issues, frankly, and they need help. They really, really need help. So that would be kind of my way. What a beautiful card, you guys. Now remember, cards are nice pieces of paper. So what? So what? This is a roadmap, and roadmaps, cards, readings, roadmaps get you nowhere unless you follow the map. You know, I could pull out a map and say, oh, well, there's Tampa, there's St. Pete. Oh, yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, I once tried to drive across Florida, I ended up in the Everglades because I was using an old map, you know. So you got to use a current map. There's one thing that's beautiful, I think, about Voyager. It's a very up-to-date 21st century map. A lot of tarot maps are medieval. They're ancient. And, you know, they're fairyland or whatever. That's so cool, but it's that. This is real life map for today. But again, the whole, what I'm trying to preach here is be the map. Take action on this. Does anybody else want to talk about their card quickly that you got, or your
I'd
Wands
like
card?
to, I'd
Yeah.
like to, unless you want someone not to talk twice. It's Joey.
Who's this?
It's Joey.
Oh, Joey. Okay, Joey.
It's okay if
Yep.
I talk twice? I'll be quick.
Yeah, we all have compassion no matter what.
Well, compassion was my star card. And
Oh,
and then for the Wands card, I got illumination.
wow.
And I really love what you just said, because I tend to think of compassion for others and helping illuminate others. And your sentence a few paragraphs ago was have compassion for yourself, you'll illuminate yourself. And the stronger you are, of course, the more you can help anyone else once you're really good at helping yourself. So I
Right.
just thought the two went together, illumination and compassion, and that's it for me.
Oh, totally. But the question would then be, what to have what to have compassion for yourself about? Where do you need to be more unconditionally loving of who you are and what you do and stuff like that? And if I was doing a one-on-one reading with you,
which you
we'd
have.
get into that. So what is your action? Where specifically do you need to be more self-compassionate? And because readings are not just for entertainment, they're for
No,
taking action. You
It's
know?
obvious, it's judgment.
Ah, judgment.
Yep. Venus gave
What do you
it.
mean judgment? Yeah, we all are judgmental. We got this brain that loves to judge. Stop it. And that's one thing that's really great about the mindfulness psychology here with Voyager, is to be very aware of how judgmental we are. And that's why I have a process of card a day. A card a day keeps the shrink away. A card a day keeps the therapist away. A card a day is your way of remembering who you are, the wow that you are, the star that you are. And that is just simply so, so valuable. Okay. Wow. Hey, this is a good group, you guys. Now, what we're going to do here, this is going to be an experiment. I hope we can do this, Linda. What I want to do, I'm tired of talking. My throat's killing me. And we're going to have a breakout. We're going to break out. Can you do this, Linda?
Yeah, we can do that.
So we're going to break out, I think, into 3 people, a group, 3 or 4. I don't know what you're going to do.
That's right. We'll do a breakout right now. You'll be asked to join the breakout room. If anyone would prefer not to join the breakout room, that's fine. You can stay in the main area with me. We're going to just break out for a short period of time. And it's really cool when we do this. For this short period of time, you connect up with two other fellow Voyagers. And we have had the most amazing conversations happen in these breakouts. It's really an awesome thing to participate in. So
and the breakout's about talking about your cards you picked and about your star radiance. It's everything we've done. Just kind of, communicate that to your breakout partners. It's a real time to talk and declare yourself. Okay.
And I'm going to assign these automatically. So we're really letting the universe decide who you end up in this room with. So it's pretty cool. So we're going to do this right now, and we will come and get you out of the room shortly.
It'll be a 12-minute breakout, 12 minutes.
Okay.
So we're going to be fast, Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun. We're all here to support each other.
That's right. Here we go. Hang on 1 second while we get that going. And
good luck. All the best. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How are we doing? Okay. Yeah.
Participants they're joining, right?
Join breakout room. Join breakout room.
We actually have a few more than 3 because it was.
That's okay. Whatever. Yeah.
It's going to be really cool. So here we go. We have people joining in now. We'll wait just a second for everybody to join their rooms. Okay, and then I'll start the clock. So, so we have a few people who are staying here with us in the.
Okay.
Here. So we've got Elenita, Wowza,
Doris,
Dave Rode, Yolanda. Wait.
Wow, we have a big group. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see here.
Gallery view here to see who we've got with us here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we have a few people here with me, right? We do. Can we unmute all you guys? Can they hear me? Do you think, Linda?
Yep, they can all hear you. And go ahead. And this, if you are still with us here, if you didn't join a breakout room, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Please.
So that we can all just openly talk here.
Yeah. So who wants to talk about the cards you got or your insight? Just share that. This is your time to be a star, is to share, not hold back, hold back.
Can I just say something quick? Can I just say something quick? The guy that was in my room wasn't there. Like there was nobody there.
Oh, okay. Come on back here with us then.
Sorry about that. Oh God. So we have Lily, Doris. I wish you guys would unmute so you could talk. Wowza, is Wowza in our group? Yeah, unmute.
Hello.
I actually have something. I have something I could add, actually, if you don't mind. My big mouth.
Go for it. You're a star. Radiate. Come on, hear it. Let's go.
Grazie.
Yep.
Grazie. All right. Well, I happened to get I happened to fall down the stairs last night.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
yeah, but it was weird because I end up smacking my head on the chair. And I really wasn't sure what, if I was actually hurt or not or whatever else. But I kind of like, I ended up using frozen mushrooms on my head, but that's another story. Anyway, I realized that this morning, it kind of hit me when I was having dreams last night, that I realized I got smacked in the head. Like, doop, like a smack in the head, like the old Italian ways. And
Okay.
I realized something even bigger. I was given a crystal skull by Star Fuentes that James.
Yeah.
And she sent it to me a while ago. And she said he'll tell you who he is, or they'll reveal themselves. And he ended up doing so, where the next night I end up getting a song that literally shook me and woke me up.
Wow.
And it was by Queen that said, "Don't stop me now." And the line that he said was, "I'm burning through the sky. Yeah, 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light, and I want to make a supersonic woman of you. Don't stop me. Don't."
Wow.
So, what my intention is for 8/8 is I'm going to let Mr. Fahrenheit make a supersonic woman out of me. And here is Mr. Fahrenheit right here. I put a pair of my glasses on him.
Wow. Oh my God, that's so are you going to share that with people? You're going to share your Dr. Fahrenheit?
I put it on Facebook. Yeah, this is my Mr. Fahrenheit. I put a pair of glasses, so we're twinning.
Well, that's exactly, well, that is a wild story. There's nothing like a whack on the side of the head. I think that's
It truly was.
Wow.
I honestly thought I really hurt myself, and I was shocked this morning that it didn't happen.
Wow.
And then I realized it was Mr. Fahrenheit trying to smack me in the head to think about 8/8. Your intention is let me do my job.
All right. So what should we call you
that's
guys?
That's my big mouth story.
Well, that's a good.
Oh no, I'm good with cinnamon.
That is beautiful, cinnamon. Cinnamon, sincere, sincere.com if you want to know what Dr. Fahrenheit or whoever is doing here. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks for that. Okay, that's wild. Who else wants to share what you got? Or your insights here so far in our meeting? Who else wants to share anything? Please, this is your chance to, and your obligation. This is your commitment to share and not be quiet and hold back. This is not a moon class. Moons sit, they're rocks, they reflect. This is project. This is totally different. This is a star and a sun. So who wants to project now? Please, anybody?
Just go ahead and unmute yourselves, you guys, if you have anything to say at all. And if you're feeling shy, just do it. Just pipe in and join us, and just any comments at all are
appreciated. Really appreciated. Yeah, absolutely. So we want to hear from you. But I don't know if we're getting anybody here. Is there anybody? Nobody? Wow. No, that's I just.
Hello.
Who's
Hi.
this?
It's Tamara, but it says Willow, which is my daughter.
Okay.
Oh, Tamara. Okay, yeah. Tamara.
Yes, and I just joined. I literally just got out of bed, so I haven't had coffee or anything. So I just joined just now, and I'm.
By the way, she's the sunflower, you guys. Everybody, she's the sunflower here, Willow. Tamara. Yeah. Keep going. Yep.
Because I'm just sort of rising. I'm not very sharp or thinking much about any of this, but I just saw your reminder on my email.
Keep going. Yes,
and
yes.
I said I'm just gonna put it on. It was like completely not planned. It's been very busy. I'm traveling. I'm in Monterey now, not in Florida. Getting ready to go back to Florida. There's a lot going on, and I love the Leo the Leo lion and the star that he is. And for me, that could be a number of things. I like to sing, and so that whole performance thing is
Then sing.
yes, yes, yes. And
Yes.
of course, I have my my little tarot certifications. So I've been doing tarot readings for friends, and it's been
Then do readings, do
yes,
readings.
yes. And I'm a creative person, so I like to
Create.
exactly.
You know.
And yeah, what can I say? I know, and it's like that whole infinity thing. And my birthday's coming up in September, so I'm hoping that some things.
It's
shift
your
a bit.
time.
Yeah.
Tamara, it's your time, and not to limit yourself. And my little certification with Voyager, little holding back and all that. It's not star. That's not star behavior.
Right.
This is not so easy. I do this class. I did it last night with Japanese to Japan. Same thing. And to get Japanese to open up and express themselves is also very difficult, because that's a very kind of introvert, unexpressive culture. And so it's hard. And even for us Americans, a lot of times we just hold back. We're oppressed, but come on, break out. Let's hear it. We want to hear you sing, stuff like that. Hey, come on. I'm a pretty introverted guy. I love to be a hermit. Frankly, I live alone, but damn, it's time. Now, Wowza is here. Unmute yourself, Wowza. Unmute yourself. And what card did you get? What do you think about the star that you are?
Well, first, I have to share one vulnerable moment.
Okay, share it. Oops, that went away.
Oh, well, we lost Wowza. I think she accidentally logged herself out. So she's gonna log back in.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, everybody's coming back anyway.
Yep, I'll bring people back in now.
Boy, am I, for some of you people, I'm probably being way too pushy, but hey, somebody's gotta, we gotta be pushed to be stars. Because a lot of times we think of being a star and we think ego or, oh, I'm the greatest and all that kind of stuff. And I don't like that. And No, the reality is that we're born to be a star. We're born to star, because we come from stars. And by the way, did you guys know that every second of our lives, like right now, you are being bombarded right now in your house, wherever you are, whether you're outside or not, doesn't make any difference, being bombarded by star dust called neutrinos. And neutrinos are basically invisible, and they run through everything. They run through walls, they run through bodies, they run through us. We are a neutrino bomb blast, star blast at all moments. And there's trillions of them running through us. Scientists don't really know what to do with this, frankly. This is like mind-boggling to them, But the point is, we're all here because of the stars. And I mean, all this stardust coming through us neutrino-wise. What the hell? Let's be true to who we are. Let's be authentic. And we're not authentic because we limit ourselves. We're going to be culturally conditioned, socially hypnotized to be limited, which is a way for us to be controlled, a way for us to be sheep, get in line and be slaughtered. I mean, it's a very interesting political, governmental way of controlling a society, particularly because I work in China. Oh my gosh. Oh, the amount of inhibition in China, because they want to keep people controlled. So don't come out of the box. Don't think you've got something really great to share with the world. Stay small, stay limited. In Australia, they have the tall poppy syndrome. If you start to grow too high and think you're really something special, doing something special, they cut you down. Tall poppy syndrome, cut you down. So to come out and claim the star that you are ain't easy. I think that the number one thing is courage, trust, willingness to just jump and try it. Just go for it. But that's not easy. So I'm just telling you, I'm pushing you because a lot of us, it's not our natural behavior. It's not our natural, but it's really who we are. We're just trying to come back to our original human being, the original human that we are. So how did that go? I hope that breakout went okay for people. Probably. We
Yeah,
hope.
we've got some good comments in the chat section that went very well for people. So I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear you guys.
Yeah, and it's good to meet whoever, by the way, you meet in this Zoom is somebody kind of important to you synchronistically. Like, why this person at this time for this moment? It could have been a billion, billions and billions of other people, but it was this person. So to me, that is special. And I would pay attention to that and maybe stay in touch and have maybe be your, your accountability buddy. Somebody where you can say, I'm going to take this action and with each other, and you stay in touch and say, how's it going as my accountability buddy? Because we need buddies. It's hard to do stuff alone and it's no fun. So to have a real supportive partner is a great thing. And I think that's one of the great spinoffs indirectly of any class that I give or any Zoom that you do or whatever is, who do I meet? Who do I meet? Because we're here, we're all, by the way, the whole gist of the Voyager path is we are the universe, Y-O-U, universe. And that is absolutely true. We are the universe. And one thing we know about the universe, and all the scientists have declared this to be true, the universe keeps expanding. It keeps growing, which means we are meant to keep expanding and growing. And that means to keep expanding and growing our relationships and ourselves. Like in my case, I'm expanding myself as an artist. I never thought I was an artist. I got C in art in 7th grade. So what? I got to break out of that bullshit. I am a different kind of artist. I'm going to claim it and show it. But that takes a lot of courage, a lot of heart and trust to do that. And that's the Fool Child card. The Fool Child is by far the highest, most important archetype in Voyager, because it's the willingness, like the child, just to go do it and learn by falling down and making mistakes. Making mistakes is part of the deal. In an art today, the mistake is part of the great art. You're mistaking, and by the way, if you're not mistaking, I don't trust you. I think you're just trying to live a very safe sheep life. Get in line and get slaughtered. Come out, come out, come out. Be authentic, be you, be the star. So I'm pretty adamant about this, adamant, diamond, clear and diamond hard about this truth that's here. So anyway, we're going to go on to the next card. Is that okay? I don't know if it is, but I'm doing it. So let's go to that. Let's go to the sun. The sun. It's a 3-card reading so far here. The sun. The sun is about every day, and day after day after day after day, year after year, millennia after millennia. The sun star is going to live a long time. It goes and it goes and it goes and it goes because it's sun energetic, synergetic, because mind, heart, body, and spirit are coming together. And when mind, heart, body, spirit come together, you have synergy, synergy, which is where synergy comes from, which means everything catalyzes everything. I feel it catalyzes an idea, which catalyzes my body, which catalyzes this and that, and you keep going. You sustain, you sustain, you sustain. So the sun, the question from the sun card is, okay, I know my light, I'm sharing my light, I'm a star, but how do I keep it going? How do I keep the light on? How do I keep the light on and on and on? And by the way, we're going to live a long life now. And what I'm really interested in is sustainability. How do we renew, sustain, keep going, not retire, but refire. So the question is, how do you keep your light alive and inflame and going, and don't turn it off? I mean, we need our nighttime, we need our rest, of course, but that's part of being the light that's here. So what I want you to do, this is your action card. What behavior to take, what action to take physically in the world to keep being the star that you are, the light that you are. So for that, I want you to go to the world's cards. the worlds. For those who have the deck, and by the way, if you order a deck for me, not only you get a signed card and all sorts of little stuff like that, and I'll even put a saltwater taffy in there, the Voyager candy. Terrific. Okay. Anyway, go to the world's cards, the 14 world's cards. They're the 14 map, the road map of action of how to be successful in the world. And success is to be sustainable. You know, success is sustainability. If you can't sustain, you're not a success. Success and sustainability go together, but it's all about taking action. And the world's cards are action cards. I'm not thinking crystals. I'm not feeling cups. I'm not sensing, seeing, and knowing wand spiritual. I am doing. I do. People always ask me, how are you doing? And I say, I'm doing. You know, I'm doing. Sounds like kind of an Italian mafia kind of thing sentiment, but that's okay. So what's your do card? Pick one card from the worlds on what your action is based on this one card, face down. We're not picking face up cards, which I love to do a lot. This is all face down, one card face down on your action. But when you pick your card, that's all nice. I'm happy for you. So what? What is the specific doable action you can take? The specific doable action you can take and you will take. You will take. So make it doable. I mean, people say, well, I'm going to meditate the rest of my life. Yeah, right. Probably not. Maybe. Good luck. Maybe. But make it reasonable. Make it chunk everything down into baby steps, small steps, small steps, small steps. So it becomes a habit to keep doing small steps. And then you're sustainable. You're sustainable. So everybody pick one card. For those of you who don't have the cards, I'm picking one. I'm picking one card. For those of you who don't have Voyager. Oh, okay, so let me pick a card. Okay, your Voyagers, your action card. My rule of thumb, I tick the thumb. My thumb got feelings, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the Achiever. I think somebody else got the Achiever card. Anybody else get the Achiever? This is the Achiever card. Is like no BS. This is a card of absolutely going for it. I mean, here's the footstep on the moon, most important symbol, one of the most important symbols in Voyager, the footstep on the moon, meaning, and I don't think it was staged in Vegas or in Nevada, frankly. I think they actually went to the moon, but it's not about just dreaming about going to the moon. It's go to the moon. Do it, dude. Come on. So this is the ultimate action card in the deck. So for those of you who I picked this card for, if I was doing a one-on-one with you, I'd want to know, so tell me specifically, what are you going to do and when, and how are you going to do it? Make it specific so I can see it, feel it, smell it, taste it. It's physical, it's material. So we know what it is. And most people who do tarot have no clue. They could talk about love. They could talk about spirituality. Talk. Talk's easy. It's about do. But make it little do's and then become sustainable habit rules our lives. So that's my little lecture, my sermon this morning here. So who got a card here? Who's got a card on this one? Wait a minute, Joey, you've talked. Let's have somebody else talk here. Who else got a card who wants to be the star here and talk? I need somebody to unmute and share with us. Who's got it?
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Who's hello here?
My name is Richard.
Okay, Richard. Richard, who? Who are you, Richard? Do I know you?
No. Well, it's the second time I've seen you. We've talked on email, and I've got the Voyager deck and a few of your books.
And Richard, where do you live, Richard?
In Quebec, Canada. I'm a French Canadian.
Oh, he's French.
That's the accent.
Oui,
yeah.
Oui. Oh, Richard.
Yes.
Bonjour, Richard. Comment ça va?
Oh, ça va bien. Toi-même.
Ça va bien? Okay, good. Thank you. That's about the extent of my French. Okay. Yeah, right. So what card did you get, Richard?
I got the Nine of Worlds, the Harvest.
Oh.
I got it upside down. I don't know if we're taking no. Okay.
I don't do the one thing about old tarot is there's a lot of rules. Screw rules. You know, I mean, I believe in intuition more important than somebody's made that upside down thing, which I can understand that. I always just turn it around because you need to see both sides of everything. So it
Okay.
doesn't have to come outside. But yeah, keep going.
So so that's it. I have the Harvest, and what I'm thinking when I see this card is because I do a lot of traditional tarot, like the Rider-Waite. I'm just learning the Voyager now. Okay, so
Sorry if I've offended you here.
no, not
I mean,
at
I
all.
learned
Not
on
at all.
those decks. I know those. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, but I find the messages from the Voyager deck to be more spiritual, maybe, than the Rider-Waite. At least the way I interpret them, and but I kept getting in the last few weeks a lot of pentacles, and I don't understand, and still I have, even with the Voyager,
are worlds. Pentacles are worlds.
Exactly, and I see Harvest again, and it's bringing me to feet on the ground, and taking a look at what I just moved into a new house. I'm settling in a very positive way a divorce, and I mean everything that's related to money or material things is settling down in a very positive way for me. But the turmoil inside me right now is very emotional, but the cards keep telling me to look at the material world, and that part I don't understand.
Well, are you physical? Do you work out or exercise?
I've begun working out again. I've taken some weight during the pandemic, so I'm working out now. I'm on the Noom program because I'm trying to lose weight as well, and trying to reintegrate my body, so to speak.
Right. And physical health is also mental health. People don't realize they're all in their heads. And I say, get the hell out of your head and just move it. You know, lift weights, walk, run, whatever, but move and breathe. You know, it's called neurobics, neurons, brain neurons, neurobics. Because if you breathe, move and breathe, breathe and move, you grow new brain cells and it settles you down. Oh, Richard, it gives you that sense of groundedness that you're talking about here, for sure. And in terms of what we're doing here today with the star self that you are, harvest it. Harvest your genius. Harvest your radiance. Harvest you. Harvest you, meaning take it to the marketplace. Like maybe you do this and you're good at that, whatever. That's your magic or your stardom. But radiate it, show it to the world. That's harvesting it. That's marketing it. That's sharing it. That's showing it here.
Okay.
So that's what I'd want to know. How are you harvesting your radiance? How are you harvesting your light? And are you really doing that? Because a lot of us kind of keep down, or we're taking care of this, which is all good and all fine, but come on, this card is really show it. I mean, this is a harvest moon. This is bright. It might as well be a sun, but it's a moon. But the moon is 9 moons, by the way, which are all pictures of the moon taken by the Voyager spacecraft, by the way. All the worlds in the Voyager deck are done by Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2. And that's why Voyager is my hero. I follow Voyager spacecraft still going 14 billion miles away. They explored the external universe. Voyager Tarot explores the inner universe, Y-O-U universe. But in this case, Richard, this is about harvesting the star, showing it off. Are you doing that?
Right now, no.
That's okay. Well, you just moved and you're getting settled, grounded. But you can't procrastinate too much. You want to precrastinate. You want to just start showing up and showing off again with whatever your particular, what is your magic or your genius? What would you say?
Well, I'm actually very scattered because I'm a magician. I'm an artist. I paint. I do tarot readings. I write. So, and I'm doing all those projects
Right.
at the same time, but it's like nothing's going nowhere.
Nothing's going nowhere. I love that. You're, but because you're everywhere.
Yeah.
We're everywhere, Richard. I mean, I love that. Maybe we should do a consultation actually, because we could kind of sort that out a little bit and get some priorities. But the point is, get it all out. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to start showing my magic. I'm going to publicize the fact I do readings or this or that. In other words, just start showing it off, whatever it is, and just get going with it and report back.
All right.
That would be cool. Thank you for that. I
Thank you.
understand. I understand where you're coming from, though. I definitely do. That's very cool. Okay, you guys. Listen, this is a real great action card, particularly the harvest. Let's see it. I love this card. Even if you're, does everybody have my white squirrel deck? Of course you do, because there's a squirrel in here, squirreling around, eating nuts and all that. Because one of my favorite deck, because I have a whole deck of cards called the Humanimal deck of cards, or the Barnyard Tarot. Okay, different decks based on animals. When my white squirrel deck is so cool, based on the white squirrels that live in North Carolina, in the mountains of Western North Carolina. A beautiful little white squirrel deck. It is so cool. If you want to identify with the most beautiful, excellent animal for the 21st century, white squirrels, that white squirrel. Or if you have a problem with leadership and sounding off and sounding out, get my, God, it used to be online. We have a new website. I don't even think it's on my website right now. It never got printed up. Harvest me, harvest, harvest, harvest. He talks to himself. The rooster, the exceptional rooster cards. Oh, I love that deck. I had more fun because it was the year of the rooster, you know, and I did that deck. And that is a gorgeous deck, but it's not even out there at this point. And then there's the happy dog cards. Happy dog? Did you all see the happy dog? 101 happy dogs card deck. Oh, that is the coolest. Well, I think they're all cool because they were so much fun to make. Because I make decks. I'm a map maker. I'm a map maker with an interactive book, which is called a deck of cards. Here, I just happened to make a tarot deck once here called Voyager. But I got to harvest some of my stuff. Richard, thank you for reminding me about my own need to harvest. Damn. Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. Thank you. All right. So now listen. We've done this three-card reading, very cool. And now we want to declare to the world our stardom, our starriness, our radiance, declare to the world with voice. Because remember, this is Leo. We are in Leo, the lion. And lions roar. Lions don't meow, they roar. So this is a great experience in roaring, to roar the star that you are, to be heard. And when you voice, you invoke. To voice is to invoke. So if we stay silent, we're not bringing anything to us. It's hard to attract when we're silent. But when you put out your voice, you bring in the power of attraction, you evoke. Voce, voce, voice, same difference. So when you are the star that you are, because this is the Church of Wow, you are living in your own way of wonder, wow, in your wowness. And we're fortunate here today to have the Wowza of the Church of Wow. And Wowza, are you here? Where are you, Wowza? Can we get Wowza here?
I'm here. Hello.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Where are you? Okay. This is Wowza. Wowza and I have a Church of Wow, of course, but it's very exuberant and very expressive. And Wowza has been my expression coach for many, many years. And she's the author of Wowza Size. Wowza Size is like nothing else you've ever seen or done or heard of. And it's always usually on the bouncing ball, because you can go wow with on that ball. I mean, it elevates you beyond normal. That's for sure. But Wowza is going to take us through the wow and to voice the wow that we are, to break us out of being in this little box like Zoom and listening attentively and da 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 da. Nice, but come on, we're bigger than that. We need to break out of the box through the power of voice, Leo voice that's here. So, Wowza, did I do an okay introduction of you? Because I want you to take over here for a few minutes. Yeah.
I do have to make an apology of I have a vulnerable moment I have to share. Little
Okay.
moment here. Yesterday, I was playing on Zoom and they had all these little things like you could put, try on different eyebrows.
Yeah.
Color lipsticks or I don't know. And I was with a friend and we were trying on all these things. And then, I turned it off, forgot about it. So I turned on the Zoom and I'm so, look at these. I mean, I've got these big, heavy eyebrows. So
Wait a minute. No, I know. I didn't even.
I'm honoring my embarrassment.
But wait a minute. Is this only on Zoom that you have eyebrows now? It's a Zoom thing.
They're not my eyebrows. They go on you. I've never seen such a thing. And then they have skinnier ones. And, we're trying them all, and all these
I didn't even recognize you. I said, who the hell is this?
I know.
Great, Wowza. I love it. And you look gorgeous. You always look gorgeous, but you love it, girl.
Well, I don't want to, maybe I'm going to tell you this. I don't care. Wowza's 85. So but that eyebrows at 85 blew my mind. That is incredible. Incredible. So that's okay. Here you are, Wowza, with eyebrows.
Well, see, I love the Holy Fool.
Right.
The Holy Fool is my archetype. It saved my life. Because when I stepped into the shoes of the Holy Fool, being crippled with inhibitory barriers, right? And physical distortion as a child. So when I became the Holy Fool, I had no longer fear of making a fool of me, right? I had freedom, just what we were talking about for the whole hour.
Right.
Here was the most inhibited person I'd ever known, right? And somehow, as the Holy Fool, see, I could play with the embarrassment.
Oh, right? I like that.
Oh my goodness, and a little amplification, it becomes humorous, and not taking these things because glitches are going to be happening, right? I mean, it's the way of the world. And if one is overly sensitive in that way, guess what? It can cripple us.
Right.
But somehow with the Holy Fool and the acceptance and the fun and the humor, we're human along with being divine.
Right.
And somehow the human part can relax a little more.
Thank you for that. And by the way, Wowza is on when Linda was talking about my courses. I don't think you know what the hell that means because all my life I've done live courses. I mean, I have a Voyager reader course and a Voyager coach course on Teachable. These are videos. It's not live. These are on videos. And by the way, there's an insane sale price going on for that, which is like, oh my God, really? You can get all of that for almost like seems to be nothing. But if you go on James Wanless Oracle, I think you can find that. Is that right, Linda?
That's right. It's on the homepage.
But it's through Teachable.
There's two separate courses. There's the coach course and the reader course.
Right.
And they come with a full curriculum. They're awesome. If you're not already doing it, get on there and take one. It's a lot of fun. And one of them features Wowza.
Yeah, we have a whole session with Wowza on coaching. So Wowza, take us into the great wow. Now I want everybody to unmute. Can we unmute everybody, Linda?
Yeah, everybody unmute yourselves.
Unmute.
While they're doing that, I'm just going to say, Wowza, I don't know if you can see the chat or not. You're getting so many compliments right now over how fabulous you look on the chat. So, and they're pouring out their love to you. So I just want to let you know that. You look fabulous.
I was shocked. I said, like, who the hell is that? That's great.
Okay, so we are all unmuted at this point, James.
Right, okay. Well, just a few words about my love for the great wow consciousness, if you will. And again, it's been a life-saving concept that came, I guess, about 40 years ago in groups. And I just began to play, and I love vowels because they're such a portal to open the soul of a word, of a concept that somehow brings what the feelings are within
Everybody got a mute
to the world. And when someone had an issue or a problem, let's say depression, and they brought it through this, what I call a wow language, way we wow, oh, woo. Today, we're just going to use the wow, oh, woo, which is, again, those 3 distinct letters, the great one.
So wait, let me just interject. I don't know where all this sound is coming from. Maybe we should, let's just mute everybody right now.
Mute everyone, hang on.
Hold on, let's mute everybody right now. What she's talking about is every day move your vowels. Move your vowels every day, because like Wowza was just saying, they're portals. And today's a portal to the star. This is Leo, this is a lion, it's called the lion's portal. So we're using the vowels, the wow language, the vowel language as portals to, get ourselves out into the universe. So thank you for that, Wowzy. Keep going, please.
Yeah, and I also feel, I really want to say this, for thousands of years, the great Om. The great Om as a mantra has been distinctive in holding the world together, the spiritual world. And the great wow is coming forth through the cracks, which I feel represent the emerging feminine throughout the world. And the time is now, see what's happened is that the great Om has been much more of a controlling straight line, hold the barriers. It's like the consonants holding the word together. You need it. It's not anything about good or bad or better or worse. It's just that now the great Om needs to be balanced by the great feminine, and the wow consciousness contains all of the creative expression of heartfelt feeling.
The Empress, it's time, right?
Through the word again. So we can bring the heart of feeling back into all of these concepts and words we use rather than the dry mechanics. I love you, I hate you, see you later, the house is burning, and I got a great, a great job. And it's all on one line, straight line consciousness. So this is very exciting to me. See, also to bring in the fluidity, the waveforms, the energetics behind all of this massive head-centric world.
Uh-oh.
We lost her there.
Oh no.
I think she's having an internet connection issue there. I hate to say it, but I'm sure she's going to be.
Okay, because of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Great Wow.
Okay.
Because I've taken a lot of classes from Wow, so I think I know how to wow my life, to wow you, to come out and express your wow through the wow language. Okay, that she's talking about here. She's obviously much better at this than I am because this is her deal. But can we? God, I don't know where she went. I don't know if she's going to get back. So can we unmute? Because I want to take everybody right now into the wow.
Okay.
James, can you hear me?
Yes.
We have a recording of Wowza teaching the whole piece that she was just going to do. And so if anyone wants it, I'll send you the link and you could forward it to them. But Wowza teaches a 30-minute program that we recorded explaining the move your vowels every day and each piece that she started to do. So we have it. We'll send you a link and you could forward it on to them.
Yeah, thank you for that. Who was that just talking?
That was Teresa.
Oh, that was, sorry, Teresa, I couldn't see you. Yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant segment. It's in the Voyager Coach course on Teachable again. Go to my website. Good, incredible, insane deal, I think. It's okay. Want to share this. So here is the wow, and hopefully she'll get back and help me out here. So let's unmute. Everybody, now we're going to unmute because we want noise. We want voice. We want volume. Volume. Okay, so, and I want you to mirror me in the beginning. Just go with me, like I've gone with Wowza many, many years. So let's just start with the W of wow. Wah, just wow. This is voice yoga. This is voice yoga, you guys. Because it goes up. Okay, all right. So we're up there, we're wah, and then we go into oh, I think we're all good omers here. We're all good omers. We're becoming good wowers now. That's it. So it's wah. Oh.
Wow.
I want to hear the I'm not hearing the That is called ecstasy yoga. I mean, talk about breath aerobics, neurobics, you know, good for the brain, the heart, the body, and the spirit and everything. Okay, so let's put it all together.
Okay.
We've got to put our vowels together and move our vowels. Wow. Oh, wow. Come on, let me hear it.
Hello.
You guys are
I'm
just
so
too damn noisy.
sorry.
Be quiet. Go sit in the corner and be quiet. God damn it! You're just too noisy.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
You know. Yeah, I'm
she's
so
back.
sorry.
Ken,
I'll
Oh,
never.
I'm
He's
so
back.
sorry.
He's back.
Oh, here's Wowza. Wowza, you went away. You left us.
I
We went
know.
through the wow.
I know.
We did the wow.
Terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that okay? What we did? The
I don't know
wow.
what you did. So.
Okay, because she can really. And by the way, if you ever want to have a Zoom session with Wowza, oh my, that will take you places you've never been before.
James, can you tell us how do we reach you, Wowza?
Yeah. How do you reach it?
Oh, I have a website, wowzaagelessvitality.com.
WowzAgelessVitality.com. WowzAgelessVitality.com.
Yeah, I've been a little finished. I've been in a whole writing and during this COVID. So I just finished a book. And so now I'm ready to launch again.
Right.
Coming
right.
out of the woodwork, so to speak, myself.
Right.
It was interesting. I had the depression card and the regeneration, they fell out at the same time. And I thought that was so perfect that, again, we have to see that that we're taking responsibility, how we depress ourselves. And that can be looked at in many ways. Sometimes we do have to sit back and regenerate before we can take action, or we burn out.
Right.
And so that's the form of self-care, and also completion of things, the stay-puttedness to complete something.
Right.
And then at the same time, getting the balance. So I feel somehow, see the wah, the whoa, see, it's the round shape, it's the wholeness, the wah, see, it's like taking off the lid and moving the energy into the sky of your mind. I love that, you know?
Right.
It's like, oh my God.
And this is what she's doing also. Yeah.
The light, I get it. I can lighten up. Just literally by lifting the tone and the energetics off this poor head-centric brain. You know, like giving it one up to the big brain, to the one brain, right?
Wow.
And then see the great O is the soul, the solar energy that is, see, again, that is the soul of a word. And then I love the ooh, you know, the ooh, when we hug, what do? We bring all of our energies together to just embrace. See, it's so, ooh, it is the vertical of the sonic geometry process. The eyes, takes the lid off. And that great, so the whole midsection of our being can radiate that vibratory energy. You know, it's so fun to play with language now.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
and use it literally to regenerate our very being.
Right. Regenerate. The regenerate. Yeah.
Made in sound, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love this, the sonic geometry, the geometry of sound. That is so interesting. And when you move your body and your vowels, your voice, your whole body is vibrating at a higher, different level than maybe ever before, or normally. That's for damn sure. And you're waking up your whole system. But like she says, at some point you don't want to burn out. So you go into that rest point, and then so you can come out again. Really beautiful.
But what's beautiful about the vowels, see that each one, I mean, the obviously la lightens you up.
Yes.
Right. Well, you don't want to be up there all the time. You'd fly away in the ethers.
Right.
A lot of people can be, it's all wonderful
Right.
here. But it's so incredible, again, see, to drop into greater depth and groundedness and centeredness that the great O can give. And as we open up the other vowels, like the see again, that's the passion. See, the connects us energetically to the earth.
Wow.
And then to see the E spreads the energy. See, we can get too narrow in our energy. We can get too uppity in our energy, or we can get buried in the ground.
Right.
So to me, health now is circulation. See, it's the circulation, and that means the circulation of the spinal column. So when people do readings, that again, see what's the tone of this idea. And maybe we've got too much of one tone. And now we can begin to, I can lighten up, I can fire up, I can ground, and I can flow like water through them all. Ooh,
Nice. Nice.
Oh, nice.
The alchemy of life through voice and movement.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, what we want to do now, because of time, Wowza, we want to pick a card while we're wowing. This is expressive tarot, expressive intuition that Wowza and I used to teach every year in Hawaii, where we would be the living Voyager, and we would pick a card, and then we become the card in voice, breath, movement, emotion, like we're doing here. So I want you to get out your whole deck, the full deck. So this is, you're going to pick one card face down on when you follow this 3-card roadmap that we have here, the 3-card roadmap that you've picked, or for the people I pick cards for, when you, not if, but when you follow that roadmap here, what's the outcome? This is a fun card. This is like, wow, what's the result of this? Let's check it out. Of course, once you've seen that, once you previewed, you can prevent, you can preempt, you can prevail. Outcome cards don't mean anything unless you buy into it, believe it, or do it, you know, but it's interesting information. It's all information. It's what we do with it that counts. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start wowing. We're going to wow, vocally wow, and I want everybody to unmute again. And while you're wowing, I want you to pick your result, your outcome card, while you're expressing yourself, because most of the time we're very quiet when we do this. So can we all unmute here? And Wowza, do you want to take us into a full-on wow and pick your card while we're doing it? Yeah.
Now we're going to do the full-on wows. I hear she's going to make us go into a wow.
Take us into the wow, Wowzy, the whole wow.
See, I love the first because you set up the vibratory current in which everything is vibrating and everything is humming. So, see when the hum, when the vowels come out of the
So that's where we're in right now.
Wow. Yeah, right. Wow. You know. And I'll tell you what Wowza just introduced us to was when you pick a card, hum to it. Hum over the deck. Hum. And what? That feels good. That's your card. You know, you start to use your physical senses for this kind of thing.
It's like literally going into the molecular structure of something, right? I mean, it's almost like parting the ways, you know. It's like, it's the most beautiful way to become into it, intimate with an energy, you know, and then out of that, there's that, see, it's more of a language of, surprise, of course. Oh my gosh, I can lighten up. I go,
okay, let's see your cards. What cards do we have here?
The Emperor.
The Emperor?
Okay.
The Emperor. We have the Emperor. I've got the Priestess. Hermit, time, space, ecstasy. Wow, join. Oh, Linda got the Priestess. Phyllis got, turn it around, please, so we can turn it, put it into the camera. Oh, the Priestess. Wow. The Priestess. Success, Richard. And somebody got time, space. But so what does that tell you? What does that card tell you? Somebody got the art card. The art card, and they went away. I don't know. Illumination. Wow.
Brilliant.
So that art card is the alchemist in the deck. And talk about, wowza, bringing together the vowels, the different light sounds, the deep sounds, the intermediate sounds. It's finding that kind of mix of life, the balance of life that is. Yeah. And I'm wondering why you got the Emperor card, wowza.
Well, because it's so easy to, I'm feminine. I have a feminine nature. And right now, in terms of, really being productively coming forth to bring out your star, the star performer of your work, I needing the Emperor.
Ooh.
We all have a masculine in every feminine. And I feel whatever our relationships are out there actually stem from in here. So to get a really fluid, beautiful, loving connection between our masculine and our feminine in our hearts, really do so much to bring that out in our world and in our relationships with others. So I feel the masculine, and it's not the hierarchical, emperor over. See, and that world is under or over.
Okay, right. Well, let me just, because of time, a lot of people have to check out now. It's 11-ish. I love, if we were doing a longer class, an expression Voyager class or course or event, we would then sound out the Emperor. Emperor, and just go through the vowels and amplify them and become this incredible masculine dude, the Emperor, the male force.
I mean, it's so interesting. I mean, already just even not to do it, but just that see, there's your of the grounding of Emperor, and the r. See, already has the roar of the R's in it. The roar, the Emperor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big and bold.
Okay, so this is a great Voyager star yoga that we're actually presenting here. So if every morning or every day you moved your vowels with the wow, with the great wow, and then picked a card on how you are wow, the star that you are, wow.
It just gives you incredible information that's below the surface.
Yes, and is so motivating and inspiring. So thank you all for coming. This was really beautiful. Thank you. This is a cool group. I loved it.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Go to the website for his self-care psychology course, which is on sale for the next 2 days only. So
oh my God. Oh yeah.
Make sure you go to the website. And also, just wanted to mention too, we also have the 2 Voyager courses, Reader and Coach, on sale as well right now.
Teacher.
Someone had pointed out before everyone started checking out here that we actually had 88 attendees today. Is that
88? Oh.
Okay. Gosh, that's mind-boggling.
That is mind-boggling.
So that's our number. That's our magic number for the day. And we actually had 88 attendees. It's so amazing, man. 88. We had 88 attendees.
Oh my gosh.
We need to make a hat, and then we could turn it, we could make an infinity out of that.
I've got to go to another Zoom, so I'm going to.
Okay, you guys, thank you. We all got to go. We all got
Bye.
to go.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Wow.
Roar, lion, roar.
Wow. Goodbye, you all.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Shua. Joy.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Linda?
Yes.
I was hoping that you could connect me to Kendrika.
Lana, Kendrika. I don't know if Kendrika is still here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't, I'm sorry, I can't at this point.
Oh, okay.
Lana.
Alright.
But
Maybe another time.
But make sure, if you want to connect up, join one of our courses. I don't know if you're on our courses, but you can connect up with fellow Voyagers through our courses. And we have sessions like this once a month too, that are free, and also a lot of other events. So you can, gather up fellow Voyagers that way too. Hopefully that helps.
Okay. All right.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
Bye.
you. Thank you for
Bye.
everything.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.